Hello. In this video, we're going to show how we can take an existing paper form, in this case, a fire detection annual test for the town of Islip. This is a 2-page document, and how we can convert this to a digital form using Alpha Transform. So we start with our form designer, and in our form designer, we create a blank new form, and we can start building our form field by field, or we can use the quick start option. And the quick start option allows us, if we have the original document in a format that can be copied, then we can just copy paste the text fields inside our quick start editor here, and then they will automatically be created. So I've done that already. So here is the list of fields, and the name of the field, and then the answers, the optional answers that we get for each one. So that's it. We save, and we see here on the right the preview of our form. This is how it will look when we load it on mobile. Now, there are a few small updates that we need to do here. So, for example, to match, there's a title here at the top. So to be able to match that, we add an HTML field. Just move it to the top, and then paste inside the text that we need. There it is. And just to match this, which is a larger font and more pronounced, let's say bold and H2. And like this. And then we also have an outline around the fields here. So let's pick them and enclose them in a section. And this section will have no indent, but it will have a border around it. Okay. Now we did not put, we could, but we did not put these fields all in the same row because if this is going to be used on a narrow screen device, then these won't fit all in one line. But we could define that even for different layouts. So here is our completed form. And all we need to do now is save it. So let's give it a name. Let's call it form 1G, and give it a form ID, a unique identifier, and just save. So we're saving to the account, essentially here, via our web portal. And now, having done that, when we have the Transform mobile app and we refresh the form definitions, so to sync down from our account, we are allowed to see any updates done. And in this case, we see that we just added a form 1G. I have other forms in here, but I filtered them out for now. So by tapping on this, we bring up a fresh copy of this form. And now we're ready to fill it in. So it starts out empty, since it's a fresh copy, and now we fill it in. And we fill it in with normal methods. If it's a button list, we just tap and we get the options here. If we have something like a date picker, for example, then this date field, then this brings up a date picker. If we have a text field, it opens up a normal text field, and so on. So this is pretty standard, and this is a way to fill in our form here. So this is just one copy of our form. Let me just filter it down just to show these. So there's one copy of our form. But what if we did another inspection? So in this case, we just add another form. And let's say this was done yesterday. And again, filling in the various values here for that second inspection. And going out and done. So here's our second inspection. All of it saved locally on the device, waiting to be synced up to the backend. Now, having a digital form in this way also allows us to make quick updates and enhancements to it. So the original paper form did not have any media fields. So it only had checklists to be filled in and some notes to be written. But let's say we want to add, since we're talking about a mobile form now, what if we want to add the capability to attach photos to the form? So all we need to do is go here to the bottom of our form, to the end of the fields, and add a photo field. Let's call that photo and photo. So we save and save. Now, these changes have been saved centrally to our account. But again, as before, the moment I go into my forms list and update it and refresh it, then the updated definition with all the changes I just did is also passed down to the mobile device. So now, even if I open up the forms that I was already working on, and obviously any new ones, then here at the end, I will see a photo field. And this allows me to capture either a live photo from the camera or just a pic from the album. Let me just take a quick one here. And we confirm. Or we can annotate over it. So we can say, I'd like to annotate this section with this size and say, there's an issue here. And save and confirm. And now here's our photo. So we've done that. But what if we also want to add the capability to say, I want to add more photos, an arbitrary number of photos. So we could add more photos just by going here to the form designer back on our web portal and just adding a second field and a third field and a fourth field. But how many would we add? In this case, Transform has an option which is called a data group, which is a powerful method for creating hierarchical and elements in parent-child relationships, but also it allows multiple responses for the same data, for the same item. So in this case, I'm just going to say I include my photo field inside a data group. I'm going to say add a new photo or delete photo. So I've included my photo field inside a data group. So again, I save. Again, store the changes. I go back to my form listing and I refresh to get all of the definitions. And then I go back to my forms. And now, let's open this one, for example. What we'll see is that now we don't have a single photo field. We just get a selector that says add new photo. And then when I tap it, it gives me the option to take a photo, one photo, either live or from the album. So I take that photo and I confirm. And let's say I don't want to annotate it. But now we get the option add a new photo. So if we want to take a second photo, we just go through the same process again. So again, tap to capture an image. Here's my camera. Take the photo. Confirm. And there's my second photo. And I could keep going on like this. So this is how not only easy it is to transfer a paper form to digital, but also how to update it and enhance it with features that can be done only via mobile apps, such as automatic location capture or photo attachments and so on. So going back to our form designer, let's add 2 additional fields. One would be an audio recording field, and the other one will be a signature field. Now the advantage of these is obviously that they can take advantage of extra capabilities on a mobile device that are not available in something like a paper form. So back here, we refresh our definitions. So if we go to our forms now and open the last one that we edited, we'll see that we have the additional fields down here. So we can just record an audio clip, for example. All fire extinguishers found in improper condition. We can open up a signature field, brings up the correct field. I can use the speech to text capability, so when I'm typing in notes, I can just type them in normally. But what I can also do is open up the speech recognition. All fire extinguishers were found upside down. So there it is. We have our text. And when we go to the location tab field, then obviously we can capture directly the location of the device. So capturing GPS coordinates instantly in that location field. So again, demonstration of how we can show improvements to filling in of a form with the additional capabilities found on mobile. Thank you.